Hey, what's up, everybody? So I'm going to do a double feature tonight of Aquaman and the Iron Claw. Super excited. Uh, so this is the last movie in this rendition of the DC universe until it gets rebooted in 2025 with Superman Legacy. So here is my list of my favorite DC movies from Man of Steel all the way up to, I think the last one was Blue Beetle. Obviously, your list is going to be different. This is just mine. So here we go. First off, I gotta say incomplete with Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I didn't see that movie. I heard it's bad. I didn't even waste my time. I don't know if I'm gonna go back and even watch it. Number 14, Justice League. It was so cool to see Justice League on the big screen, but it was so bad. The CGI for Steppenwolf was terrible. It looked like this was done by some college kids and thrown onto the big screen. Um, but Danny Elfman's score just felt like it didn't fit with the Justice League movie. But uh, there's some stuff I did like, the theater cut is not good. Number 13, Black Adam. I actually like this a little bit more than what people have liked this movie. I thought the casting of Black Adam as The Rock being casted as Black Adam was great. Like I said, the action was good. Not a great movie. I thought it was okay, decent. The after credits scene at the end with Henry Cavill, I was like, oh my god, what are they gonna do with Henry Cavill and Black Adam? Basically nothing. So there you go. Number 12, Birds of Prey. I'm a huge fan of the comic book series. It was so cool to see Harley with Huntress and a lot of the other members of the Birds of Prey. I was so cool seeing Black Mask, but you bring him in and you kill him off. And I'm like, they've got to use Black Mask again. It was a shame. He's such a great character. I love him in the comics. I love Bernie from the New 52 and Rebirth, the Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conner runs. One of my favorite DC runs from Rebirth and 52. I wish Bernie would have talked back to Harley like in the comics. Wonder Woman 84. Oh my god, that movie was a hot steaming pile. But there was some stuff I did like in the movie, but it was very minimum stuff that it liked. The whole thing with Steve Trevor, ghost going into that, his conscience going in that guy was really weird, and it just felt like wrong. Cheetah looked awful. I hated how she looked. She should have looked like the Greg Rucka run Cheetah. I don't know why Cheetah didn't look orange. So it was okay to a certain point, but no, it was a rough one. I didn't like Maxwell Lord at all. It's just not a good movie. Number 10, Suicide Squad. I actually really liked the group because with Deadshot and Boomerang, and that's like the Suicide Squad I know from the comics. But it was so cool. Not cool, but it was so wrong to have Enchantress as the villain. I'm like, she's part of the group. It had its issues. I thought it was decent, but it just, I don't know. The whole thing with like Enchantress being the villain was like, the soundtrack's awesome. They should have had Deathstroke. I think it would have been really cool to have Joe, I forget his last name, Manantello, or I can't think of his last name, pronounce it, but I think he should have been the villain in Suicide Squad. Number 9, Shazam. Shazam was really fun. I had a lot of fun with the first Shazam. Zachary Levi was really good. That one surprised me. I went in with low expectations. I didn't really know too much about Shazam in the comics, so went in with low expectations, and it really surprised the hell out of me. The Suicide Squad's number 8. It made me so mad they killed off Flag and Boomerang. They're like two of the main members of the Suicide Squad. I was just like, oh, Idris Elba was really good. I love Polka Dot Man. But more and more I think about this, I don't know. I still bought it. I only saw it once. I need to do a rewatch when I go through and rewatching the DC movies. But overall, it was a good movie. I had issues with it, but like the two big things was like Boomerang and killing off Flag was just like really left a sour taste in my mouth. Number 7 was The Flash. It was so cool seeing Michael Keaton back as Batman. I thought Ezra Miller did a really good job. It was a fun movie. I don't think it was like super amazing or anything, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Number 6, Aquaman. Aquaman was great. I had so much fun with Aquaman. I just wish there was more Black Manta in that. I felt like Ocean Master is more of a side villain, but I think it should have been in flip flop. It should have been more Manta and a little less of Ocean Master. But Jason Momoa was great. It was awesome. It was a really fun movie. Number 5, Blue Beetle. I have Blue Beetle. It's like my 8th favorite movie of this year. It was a fun movie. Lopez was fun in it. I can't even think of his name. Oh my god, I'm trying to go super fast. But yeah, it was just a fun movie. I thought the casting was great. The costume looked really cool. Number 4, Batman versus Superman. The theater cut was just kind of like but the Ultimate Edition was a lot better. I thought it added more to the story, but I still had issues. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor was just like, he felt like a kid on pixie stick. So him going, woo, woo, woo. And like, why was there a cave troll from the Lord of the Rings disguised as Doomsday? Like, I felt there was just like 3 or 4 different storylines going in that movie. The Hans Zimmer score was great. I really liked this movie, even though it had major issues. The introduction of Wonder Woman is one of my favorite parts in this movie. Number 3, the Snyder cut of Justice League. Oh my god, I remember when me and my friends they came over to watch it. We were like deers in the headlight. Didn't even get up and go to the bathroom or anything. 4 hours of us just staring at the TV. The Joker looked so much better. That's the one thing I didn't say about the Suicide Squad, is I hated the look of the Joker, but the Joker looked so much better in this, and if it was such a better movie. Number 2, Man of Steel. Man of Steel is one of the most underrated comic book movies of all time. I think Hans Zimmer did the score for Man of Steel, I believe. But Henry Cavill was a great Superman, even though I think I like his Witcher a little bit more. But yeah, the Man of Steel is a fantastic comic book movie for DC. Like I said, very underrated. And number 1, obviously, Wonder Woman. Oh my god. The Gregson Williams score is fantastic. Patty Jenkins did a great job for the first one. I just wish the second one was just as good as the first one. The No Man's Land scene is just so good. Oh my god. But yeah, it's like in my top 10 that have this category of like maybe 13 or 14 comic book movies that are my favorite. Wonder Woman is in that list. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what Lost Kingdom, where that fits on my list. So I might actually do a slideshow, because I don't feel like doing another one of these videos, but I might do a slideshow and put in order what my favorite ones are with the new Aquaman in it. So I'll give you my out of theater reaction when I get out of Aquaman. I've got to, I think, jump out of there, and I have like a 20-minute gap before Iron Claw starts. So I'm pretty excited. And yeah, I'll let you know, like I said, I'll let you know my thoughts. Hopefully you have a good night, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.